All right. I think we are alive. What's happening, Feast friends? As always, some nice person out there, let me know in the comments if we are working, because I don't want to go for 15 minutes and then have it be not working. I see live. I don't see that it's showing people. 47 people. Okay. I think we're working. What's happening, Feast friends? Tonight, we're talking budget gear. Before we get into that, I'm just going to kind of do some updates, see how everybody's doing. Randall was supposed to be on. He was coming back into town. So hopefully he'll be on here soon. We got people saying, hey, Fat Boy, 5 minute, Tyler, Enstone saying it's good. We're working. Okay, perfect. So Randy should be on here in a little bit. Today was a pretty productive day for me. I got up early, went to the dump. It's always good to get extra clutter. I hate being really cluttered. As you can tell back here, I need to do some more organizing. But anyway, did that and then was like, man, I want to start doing some jig making and some soft plastic making. I was doing some last night and I just don't have the setup for it. Like I don't have enough room. My silly little workbench is like, I don't know, junky. And I needed more room. So anyway, I ended up refurbishing a bunch of old wood. We had like a chalkboard deal in back for the girls that I cut in half and made like a whole nother table. So that's going to be coming in a video soon. But the reason I say that is because I went out and started testing some molds and some soft plastic making. So this is essentially like the flatworm, like the Berkeley flatworm. You can see I did get a little bit of stippling there, so I'm going to have to work on my my soft plastic shooting. But turned out pretty good for my very first deal. I just really wanted to see how the setup and everything was going to work. But shot some of those. Of course, there will be a giveaway tonight. It's just going to be some random stuff. I am going to throw in I'll throw in like a swim jig. Made one of these. Was trying out some new colors and stuff. Turned out pretty sweet. But that's the, what is it, Manic Mullet or something I think it's called from Do It. I actually like those a lot. Super sharp hooks. So I need to throw some eyes on that. I'll throw one of those in. I made some stick baits, which when you get the Do It mold, it is the actual Gary Yamamoto Cinco, the exact one. Of course, I can't get all the salt content and stuff in it, but made some of those. I'll throw a couple of those in. Dang, those are sharp. Some football jigs. That was really the whole point. I was testing out some of the new iCraw, and I think that's probably what people wanted to see the most. If I can get it to focus, there we go. Craw, the little craw looks pretty sweet. So shot some of those. Oh, there's Dizzle, and then made some football jig heads. Of course, I made a bunch up in the Junebug purple. All right, I think he's ready. Here we go. There he is.
Oh, hey.
Hey, fella. Welcome back.
Hey.
Glad you made it up. I was just telling people, hopefully you'll be in. You were scooting trying to get back in time.
Jeez, man. Traffic is so much fun. I love it.
Yeah, I love driving. You do better than me. You know me. I drive for like more than 45 minutes and I'm taking a nap. So it's not driving long distances is actually nice. I can multitask. I can get a nap in and sleep and drive home.
That's what cruise control's for, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was just telling folks I'll bring some jigs. Hopefully you and I are fishing tomorrow. But
that was my thought.
Oh, there we go. Now it's focusing really good. Oh, and I jinxed it. Anyway, made some football heads, made some craws. Yeah. So I'll throw some of those in. I think that's about it. Some swim jigs, craws, Senkos. Yeah, fun. Just really fun. Like I love tinkering with this stuff. Of course, in good old Iowa here, it's going to be cold, and I can really only maybe ice fish once a week. So doing stuff like this is going to keep me sane, especially having that bigger spot to do all this. It's going to help so much. So what do we got? See if we got questions. Oh, I was waiting for these to roll in. Old Timothy Tweet said, how about them Hawkeyes? Yeah, you can tell the bill on the hat looks a little dirty and distressed, kind of like I feel today. I haven't even showered yet today. Yeah, the Hawks, dude, I stopped watching like right at the fourth. I'm like, there's no way. But as I saw them running off the field, I'm pretty sure I understood what happened because it looked like some of them were not themselves. And the only way I can explain it is it was Nebraska came out wearing all of our stuff and played. I mean, that's the only way I could figure out that they suck so bad is it was actually Nebraska playing. But I'm joking. They were overranked anyway. I think they were overranked. I mean, our offense is not good. Stellar defense, but what do? next week. I think actually we have a bye next week. We need it too.
For
Fat
some odd
boy.
reason, I was still thinking of the last week's game.
Oh, where we
Field
won?
goal and what have yous.
Yeah, no, this
But
one was
anyway.
horrible. Fat boy said he's only here for Dizzle anyway. What are you guys throwing tomorrow? Me? I'm gonna definitely throw some of these football jigs that I made. I really want to try these. I don't throw the football jig enough, but I'm gonna commit to it. Tie one on. See if I can get something on these. I like the look. I really only made Junebug, but hopefully, if whoever wins tonight, I've seen that we've got 150 people in doing a giveaway tonight. It's just going to be some random stuff, and then I'm going to throw some of the stuff I made too. Some plastics, a few jigs.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Dizzle,
I'm trying to get my
Dizzle's knocking us over
computer
here.
turned on.
So I'm definitely going to throw some of that. Hey, let's see, Nolan. Fat boy, we'll get back to that, Nick. Nolan C92 with the donation, $10 bomb. What's up, everyone? Glad to see you guys. Well, dude, thank you so much. As always, I say you guys don't need to donate. If you do, I certainly appreciate it. It'll go back to lures, giveaways, paying shipping. Shipping's ridiculous these days, but yeah, man, thank you very much. If you got a question, let me know. I thank you all for joining me on
hey,
Dizzle.
Gotcha.
Joining us on a Saturday night. Let's see. So, Nick, I'm going to be throwing football jig. I want to catch some on a football jig. I don't drag around a football jig enough, and I think that's the biggest thing. And one of these swim jigs. These swim jigs turned out sweet. This smoky, it's called like smoke purple.
Okay.
Come on, focus. There we go. Smoke purple turned out sweet, and I did like some of these like pearl skirts with a little bit of purple in it. I did a couple of those. So I'd really like to catch some on a swim jig tomorrow. I'll probably end up throwing a spinner bait because I'm sure it'll be dirty. We finally had rain here, but that's what I'm going to be throwing. Dizzle, how about you? You have anything planned?
I found digging just through my gear, trying to get stuff organized. I cleaned out my truck the other day, and I found 14 total of the cardboard War Eagle backer things. You know, you open up the little plastic War Eagle thing, and I found 14 of those. So 28 War Eagles.
Dang.
So I think I'm going to, crazy enough that I say War Eagles, I'm thinking about throwing a jerk bait and see what happens there.
I actually grabbed a jerk bait too. I was going to say, in case we got into that, the old Smithwick. I feel like people don't talk about these anymore. This is the Smithwick Mini, the Rogue Mini, I think is what it's called.
Is that new?
It's newer. I think it was new last year or the year before, but it was the smaller version. Because usually they're like the bigger 3-hook, and this is like the smaller 2-hook deal.
I saw something where there was something new. That's a Smithwick Junior?
Yeah, something like that.
I want to say that might be new. Either way, I got a couple of those. Obviously, spinnerbait. I mean, I don't know why, but I just want to throw. I haven't really caught a whole lot of anything on.
I honestly haven't been out either, dude. It's been kind of weird here lately. I had some stuff going on. I had some personal stuff, as you all know, and finally kind of coming out of that. Hopefully here with some headway soon and things getting better. But let's see. What do we got? So we're talking about budget stuff tonight. Budget.
Okay. Yeah.
So
somebody, Jason Walk, is defining budget.
And dude, that's one of the things. Oh, and somebody else said today. Oh yeah, Nichols said what happened was Bell with his 200. I think you have more than that. Didn't you have almost 300 by the end of the game? Dude, he's a stud. Okay, so budget fishing gear. That is one thing, and I'm going to try to go in order here. Okay, so my guy, Critical Gravy. I could use some biscuits and gravy tomorrow. In your opinion, what's the best budget bait casting reel? So that's one of the first things. We'll get to whose question was that? You said with
Jason Walk.
Okay,
I think.
So that was one of my questions too, Jason. Is what's your opinion of budget? Like for me, I feel like where budget gear hits that plateau of I'm not even going to say plateau. Hits that mark where you're getting like the best bang for your buck. I've talked about it before. It's like that $100 price point. You start seeing like aluminum frame bait casters. We'll get into that. What's the best budget bait caster? You start seeing bait casters with aluminum frames, a little bit better braking systems. And budget's different for everybody, right? Budget to you might be $150. It might be $50 for your budget reel. To me, like, I feel like good budget gear is $100, and you can find that stuff on sale. So if you can get like, Lose LFS, $80, $75 on sale. You just have to watch out for those deals, especially end of year now. What do you like? What do you think? What do you think budget gear is? Like, where does that start for you, budget reel?
What was that Lose that you got at Walmart? You had to take a couple back just because you had issues with the way that they were adding tags or whatever.
Oh, the Xfinity?
Yeah, the orange and white one, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, and that was $100, right?
$100 for the combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rod and reel.
I think that is a phenomenal budget deal. I mean, I remember casting it, and I would have never been able to guess that was a $100 combo.
Yeah. Yep. And like when you compare it, and so the whole thing that spurred this is I did my top 5 fall lures, right? And I go over, the lures I'm picking, colors, all that. And then I also give kind of a breakdown on the gear. And I have a mix. Like, I have a mix of stuff, and it's funny because I'll get ripped on both ways, from general public. I'll be using a budget combo, and somebody will say, dude, you have all these combos. You're an idiot. Why are you still using a $100 combo? Or on the other end of it, dude, why are you using a $400 and something combo, $500 combo, when if you spend over $100, you're an idiot, And there's no right or wrong. Like, it's, you kind of go through the steps of fishing. Like, a lot of times, like for me, like when I was getting back into getting gear and selling all my old stuff, I got a lot of budget stuff, and then you kind of want to see what's some of the other stuff like. And now I've got like a mix of everything. Anytime I go out, I've got a mix of some stuff that's more expensive and some stuff that's budget, $100 combo.
Yeah, I know with me, when I'm thinking more of budget, it's the price point at which I get it. It doesn't matter what the, retail price point is. I'm looking for more of what I can get my version at. And I know I've brought it up a bunch before, but that Pure Fishing that I used to go and hit up all the time, that had all the,
like the clearance,
Abu and all of that stuff.
Not clearance. What do they call the?
They're like defected in some way, shape, or form, I believe.
Well, it's not necessarily, like, a lot of it's overstock too, and like a year old or 2 year old stuff you can still get.
Like the old
like the outlet mall. It's like the outlet mall that I used to live by. I can't think of what they call that type of stuff, but anyway, yeah, I agree. A great way to find stuff.
And I mean, I think that that's great, just to be able to, you get to try something out. You may not know if you're necessarily going to be a baitcaster guy. Maybe you just want to stick with spinning, and you want to go and get something, on the cheap. But, two, you could find an amazing deal. I remember going up there and looking each and every time I went there, right after I got my winches, just to see if there were some extra winches up there, just hanging out and chilling, because that's not outside of, the possibility of things, and looking at things like that. And, lastly, it's like, I just don't know if I'm going to like this kind of feel. For me, I've said this a million times before, I want to get the thing in my hand and I want to try it out. And I don't want to have a crapshoot of going all in on something super expensive when I can find something on my budget or in a budget, a place like that. Yeah,
absolutely. Looking for sales, looking at, the clearance outlet types deals, or outlet stores. So, Mr. Gravy, we're going to get back to that. I think we're probably going to get into a little bit more specifics here. I'm going to try to get through some of the questions. Paul says, if you were to fish with Gramps, how would you teach him how to frog fish? Oh, I don't know, Gramps. How would I teach you? I don't know. I think we just go out and frog fish and have fun.
I mean, I've fished with you way too much frog fishing.
How would you teach Debo how to fish a jig? Oh, funny enough, that guy can fish a jig pretty damn good. Let's see. Michael says, hopefully Dizzle's Walmart Wi-Fi doesn't fade out on us. I agree, hopefully. Let's see. So questions on some line. Will with the donation. Will, we're going to go back to questions. I'm going to try to go back.
So when you were talking earlier, are you saying, are we looking or just kind of talking about the combos themselves or gear in total?
I was just thinking, like, I figured we'd probably get into a lot of the rod and reel talk, but I mean, we can go anything.
Okay.
We can go anywhere the conversations lead us.
You know, I've honestly, you mentioned line just a second ago. For me, it's totally the red label. I feel like that is definitely 100% budget. I don't want to say cheap end, but it is for me. I just think it's great line, but great bang for your buck on that line.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely. Let's see. Will, thank you very much for the donation. Dude, he says, at the fair with the family. Hope everyone's having a good night. We are, sir. Thanks for jumping in and dropping a donation. I appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. So I'm going all the way back here. Good golly. Here we go. Okay. Switch the hooks on that Smithwick. Philip said, yeah, I definitely will. Small. They're pretty light wire hooks, and they're the kind of the brass. I bet I could probably bend this out with my thumb. Philip said I had a nice fish on it and the hook's bent. I just bent that out a little bit by myself. Yep, I'll switch those out. But it's a nice jerk bait. I like the Smithwicks. Let's see. Have you fished the Rapala ripstop? I have a couple of them. I think actually Randy's fished those more than I have. It's got the little tail on the back where they stop.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've got a couple. Well, I don't want to say a couple. I know I've got at least one. I don't know if, again, I get into this thing where I buy a new bait and I throw it on thinking, oh, this is going to be the next best thing, and I'm not even going to have to try with this. And then I don't get bit, and I cut it off and probably don't get back to it too soon.
And then just tie on a jig.
Yeah. The jig's already tied on. I pick up the jig.
Oh, yeah. Come on. You just put that one down and go grab a jig. Ranger in the house. Longtime supporter of the channel. Thank you very much for hopping in, my good friend. Ramon Outdoors in here. Has anybody ever used Dalen? Says anybody ever used Beyond Braid? I've seen the advertisements on Instagram and stuff. I've never used it. Couldn't tell you anything about it, man. Josh Sawyer, dude, I love your channel, but you've created a monster. Every time you do an unboxing, I go on a shopping spree. I know, dude. I've got to stop. I haven't ordered there from. I was finally getting like some backstock stuff. Now that Tackle Warehouse has the other warehouse in, was it Georgia? I think Georgia. I've been getting my stuff in 2 shipments. One's been coming super quick. It must be the Georgia one, and then it seems like a few days later I'll get the California. I think they're still in California out there, right? I'll get that one.
All right, Devo, let's just be honest. It's not back stock. It's all new stuff. Michelle can't hear you. It's okay, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, it's all old stuff.
Yeah, they just finally got this back in stock. I paid for it like a long time. It was like last year, I think.
Bart, yeah, dude. Bart says on a budget, go to Walmart. Dude, they got a bunch of stuff. The Casitas combo, $99 combo, that Xfinity. I haven't had issues with it. Now, once you start going up into and that's one thing that, I talk to people about is once you start stepping up in price, there are some things that you're going to pay for that do make it better. Not all the time, but it can be, more refinement, a better feel and build, more solid, different materials. You could be looking at magnesium, aluminum for me is the big thing. They just last a ton longer than graphite reels.
Is it a stretch for me to say, looking at like something budget as far as like a combo, are you talking more of a bait caster versus a spinning combo? I don't know as if I've picked up a spinning combo that was high end or top dollar before and was like, holy cow, this thing is nice. I just don't know if I've ever done that before.
For bass fishing, we honestly, you and I don't use like super expensive spinning setups. Like spinning rods I'd have, and you can definitely feel a difference in weight. But as far as reels, like, dude, I've got budget reels that I'll swear by. The Daiwa Laguna is probably my newest favorite. It's like a $50 reel. Love it. Absolutely love that reel. The Fuego that I've used for a long time. Daiwa Fuego spinning reel, $99. I got it on sale for like $70. Chris Russ says the LFS. Yeah, for sure, dude. One of my favorite $99 reels. It's a hard one to beat. Good little workhorse. Let's see.
Yeah, Chris also said the Fluger Fenwick combos too. I know I've fished a good amount of Fluger, and I've liked all of them. They are older, and you can definitely tell that they are older because they have a little bit more heft to them. but I
So
think they're pretty decent.
Yeah. Nick said budget gear, $80 to $100 for real, $100 rod. I think that's where you get the best bang for the buck. You know, it might not necessarily be the most budget. I agree with Fishing with Gramps. You know, one of the best budget reels, Abu Garcia Black Max. Like,
oh yeah,
there's a reason that, you know, people still talk about them and use them. You know, for being a graphite reel, they take a beating. They take a beating and they work. That's the nice thing about those. I actually have the Pro Max that I got for the price at the time of a Black Max, and I think it's got a couple more bearings, but it's essentially a Black Max. And I mean, dude, casts well. The brakes work on it. So that's the other part of, and I think is what kind of tarnishes people on bait casters is they'll go to Walmart or, you know, some other spot and pick up like a very generic bait caster, you know, that you wouldn't normally see. You know, it's not a Black Max, it's not an LFS. Because I've used a couple of them and they're so hard. And even some of the other companies out there now, you know, you go on Amazon and get some of these weird name deals. I've tried a couple of them. I ordered one on accident, you know, some of the other companies, and it's horrific. Like the brakes suck on them. You know, they're a little bit bigger. They're not as compact. They're not comfortable. And I think that kind of tarnishes and ruins people's perception of bait casters for a lot of people that I've talked to. So, you know, going just a little bit past that and getting into something, I think helps, you know. But if you have a budget, that's the biggest thing. Stick to your budget. Your budget's your budget.
Do you think, you know, kind of along those lines, do you think it's possible to go super, super, super low budget and then get some aftermarket pieces for, say, a reel to make it better? No. Or you're just kind of out of luck once you can only go too low before you're just like, there's nothing that you can really do to make it that better.
Yeah, I just don't think anything you would buy wouldn't. I mean, you could buy like, you know, spool speed bearings or something, but it's not going to make it that much better. You know, the fit and feel refinement is going to be a different reel, you know, as opposed to taking a Honda and, you know, pimping it out or whatever, you know.
You can't throw some Lamborghini stickers on a Honda and make it drive like one.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, nailed it. Thank you, Randall. Timothy Tweet said, Gramps reviewed the Shimano SLX combo. Dude, that's a awesome combo. Speaking of Gramps, you know, he's working with American Legacy. And when I was watching his show with them, I don't remember the price, but it was a damn good price that you could get the rod and reel for. I want to say like $140, something like that. So $140 for a Shimano SLX rod and reel. That's a really good deal. I have the SLX rod. Deal. Yeah, I like it. SLX is one of the best budget $100 reels. So you guys check that out. Go over to Gramps' channel. I don't know if he has like an affiliate link or whatever with them, but let's see. Find an ugly stick. Yeah, dude. How many people started with an ugly stick back in the day? You know, go to Walmart, pick up an ugly stick, and
what was with their the tips? Like down to the first or second eyelet, it was always like clear. What was that all about?
So back in the day, I never actually had an ugly stick. I had a bunch of the old like budget Quantum stuff. And back in the day, the guys, so your line guides, the inserts is like the piece that they put inside there. So nowadays, you know, a lot of them on the budget stuff is going to be like an alkanite or aluminum oxide.
I was talking about the rod tip itself. Usually had like the first 6 to 12 inches was like clear versus the rest of the rod itself was like a black color.
Oh, I don't know. Material? I'm not sure. But I was going to say, you know, back in the day, even what I was going to compare is like the old stuff budget isn't like the budget stuff now because kind of cheap guides, you know, I noticed on the Xfinity, it doesn't even have inserts. It's just stainless steel rings. So it does, you know, they save money there by not putting inserts in. But the stuff you would have got, you know, years and years ago for $100 would have been way different than the stuff now. Like technology's come so far, and I think companies have really realized the importance of budget gear. You know, everyday anglers, guys who are working a 9 to 5, don't want to go out and spend $500 on a combo. You know, and I think that's becoming more of the norm is the budget stuff. Let's see. My guy Philip said he's still using 3 of the Pro Max combos, 99 combos, and then got them on sale for $79. Yeah, exactly. Look for those sort of deals, dude. Let's see. Best budget combo, Shimano. Yep. So that's Gramps was saying that. Yeah, $140. That is a good deal. Yep. Kyle Powers says got the spool speed LFS. It's pretty good, and get the aluminum frame. I agree. One of the best $99 reels out there. Let's see. Berkeley Lightning. I've actually never used that one. I hear a lot of people talking about that one though. The Berkeley Lightning from Walmart. I've not.
I know. I've seen a lot of them. I've never used one. I always felt like when I picked one up, they felt like they were almost a little bit too broomstickish for me. They felt really.
Wasn't like a cherry wood or something like that too? Something. I want to say there was one like that too that was pretty popular. So how about gear? Like if we're just talking, I know we've done a lot of rod and reel talk. Everybody let me know if you've got questions on like budget gear. You know, like one thing that always came to mind for me was, I don't remember who it was that said Walmart. That's why I think it's funny when you see these challenges are like, oh, I did a Walmart challenge, crazy lures. And it's like, no, that's just like regular lures at budget price that you picked up in the sale bin, you know? So like I always crack up when I see those. Like, dude, they used to have the Pit Bosses, $1 at my Walmart. I stocked up on a bunch of those back in the day. Cotton Cordell Super Spots, 99 cents at Walmart. Like, yes, I'll take all of those.
Like, I just don't know what, as far as gear, depending on what kind of gear you're looking for, you could be like, I feel like the majority of it's all the same. Or not all the same, I should say, but like a lot of gear is pretty much apples to apples. There may be a little differences here. I know one thing that, you know, as you're on that Walmart tip, their frogs are not good. They're, what are they? The Ozark Trail frogs?
Yeah, we tried those. They were pretty horrible.
Yeah, that's an understatement, buddy.
Didn't float. Hooks were junk on the ones I had.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Grant said, yeah, the Dobbins Fury line. Absolutely. It's they actually marked that one up for a good reason. It was I think so popular. They used to be $99, I think. Now they're like 119, I want to say. Okay, let's see. Where else can we get some questions? I hate it when it jumps all the way down. Let's see. Red Label solid. Most places will discount for Dobbins. Good luck with Berkeley Vanish. Yeah, see, William, I did not have any good luck at all with the Berkeley Vanish. I broke a lot on that.
I want to say I have on one of my reels right now, I think I have some Vanish on there, some 20-pound.
Really?
And I haven't really had too much. I haven't had a whole lot go wrong with it. I know I picked up some 12-pound for some leader just because it was a pretty good deal. 12 pounds kind of heavy for a leader, but I figured, hey, let me give it a shot. And I don't think I've had a whole lot of problem, but yeah.
Nathaniel said, I use Seeger Abrasics. I believe I'll spend some online. So that's the other part is when we talk budget, does anybody go budget on certain things, but is willing to spend a little more on other stuff? Like line, for example, you might not need the craziest rod and reel combo to flip and pitch around, but are you willing to spend more on line? You know, it's everybody's. I mean, what's in your budget?
I used to be the only braid I'm going to get is some Power Pro. Like that would be the only, and that the time when I was getting more braid, I felt like Power Pro was probably a little bit more expensive than other braids. Mm-hmm. And that was one thing I wouldn't ever, kind of veer away from. And it's still kind of stuck with me, even though the Power Pros like come down a ton in price compared to what it used to be.
NGM Coatings, what about a budget whopper plopper? I don't really have a budget whopper plopper. I think, who is it? I think actually Ozark Trail, now that you said it. I think Walmart might have their own type of whopper plopper now. I believe somebody shared with me. The Amazon ones is what I was going to say. I remember people were talking about the Amazon ploppers. I've never used them, but I would look for sales. Shields here, I know, had whopper ploppers on sale for like $8. Maybe that's not in your budget, but for me, like when we're talking about lures, I'm willing to spend more on a topwater because I don't lose topwaters as much. So I would buy like a plopper or, some frogs or something like that because I don't lose topwater very much. Now, like jigs and stuff, it's hard for me to pay $5 a jig when
Oh yeah.
you and I go out and we'll lose. We can go to one fishing jetty and be fishing big riprap and lose 4 or 5, boom, 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 like nothing. That's $25 down the drain.
Like back to back to back casts. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, there goes 3 in a row.
Yep.
But I feel like with, then it goes back to the whole, I feel like I've conditioned myself to know that that's what it's going to be expected.
Yep.
Along your lines with the topwater stuff, I get nervous to throw some of my topwater just because I feel like there's just so much more pike around here than what there are down by you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've become
at.
victim so much more than what you have.
That's true.
I need to get some of them snap swivels. Leaders.
Tyler says probably borderline budget. New Tatula CT model. Love it. That's an awesome reel. I think it's like 120. But again, look for sales, man. You can find the sales. That's a sweet reel, though. Love it. Let's see. For budget popper, I'd say try the Walmart brand popper. Yeah, there we go. The Guggen Revolver. And it's cheaper than the Guggen Revolver and rotates better. That's my guy G Fan, another good supporter of the channel. Let's see, some Fluger. Yeah, the Fluger, man, people love the Fluger stuff. Ever since I had bad luck with those 2 presidents, boom, boom. I have
I'm just looking right now and I'm seeing actual Whopper Plopper River to Seas on Walmart for $7.59 a piece.
Really?
I don't know what size that is.
Probably the 90.
It is not going to tell me.
Mr. Ramon Outdoors, have to drop off early. Enjoy the live, boys. Well, dude, thank you for jumping in and dropping a $5 bomb. I appreciate it, my guy. Oh, I don't know. Nathaniel, was that you I was just talking to about the Accurist? Somebody just sent me a picture of the Accurist like a couple days ago and said, dude, you got to try the Accurist. I'm like, actually, I think I bought an Accurist a long time ago and went and looked in my reel boxes that I keep over there, and I did buy one. I've never spooled it up, but it's like a $99 reel. Dude, Quantum used to be the deal back in the day. I had so much Quantum stuff back then. Then they kind of fell off. It seems like they've gone up and down. I know a bunch of the pros left. KVD was with them forever. Gosh, who else? Hackney. But yeah, I don't know what their deal is now. Didn't somebody buy them out? I think somebody bought out Quantum, right? I think so.
Yes. Who? I don't know.
I don't remember. What other questions you got? Are you seeing any good questions? Make sure you jump in here, Randall. I'm way behind on comments.
Yeah, I was just looking.
You guys are awesome. If you guys are just jumping in, there will be a giveaway tonight. It's just going to be kind of some random stuff. I'm going to throw on some of the football jigs I made. I was telling people earlier, if you're just jumping in, if you were watching my Instagram live last night, I went out and was just kind of messing around with plastics and stuff. Went live, and I'm like, dude, this setup out here sucks. Like, my little workbench is just not enough. So I built a table today, enough for my microwave, all my soft plastics. I put some shelves. I put up shelves too for all my colorants and stuff. Man, I was productive. But anyway, I'll throw a couple of these homemade football jigs in. I'll throw on some plastics too. I've got some of the Do It molds, iCraws.
This isn't going to be like a Step Brothers. We have so much more room for activities type of
shelving,
and
we have a lot more room for activities. So I'll throw some of those in. I made some of my own Senkos in the sweet Debo Junebug color. Turned out sweet. I'll throw some of those in, and then some of the flatworms too, with the new Do It mold. I don't know what they call it, but it looks like the Berkeley flatworm for your drop shotting. So I'll throw some of those in and just some random gear.
I'm going to need some of both of those, just FYI.
I'll bring everything that I made to go in. Use them.
Hook sets are free. A little bit back, asked for budget plastics. Then said, how much you throw Zoom or Yum? Honestly, I have quite a bit of, oh my God, I have quite a bit of Zoom that I throw myself. I know Yum was it the Captains that I had a while back? Were those
Captains?
Zoom or Yum, I should say? Do you remember?
Captains?
The Senko style.
The General.
Stick baits? Generals, yeah.
Those are Berkeley.
Okay, yeah. But either way, I know Zoom and Yum, I throw both of those pretty decently because they are such a good cheap bait that you can just go out and get a bunch for.
Darren Curtis, this is how far I'm behind on comments. He said, "Hey, I work for Honda."
I saw that one, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's how far behind. Okay, so let's see. What else do we got? I'm going to kind of zip through some of these, see if anything jumps out. Let's see. Oh, did Fishing with Gramps go live? Oh, crap. I didn't know there was other people going live tonight. I didn't see anything. Let's see. Eliza says, missed the opening. What's considered budget? Sub 100? Like, yeah, I feel like the $100 price point is pretty budget line. I think that's where you get the most bang for your buck. We were kind of talking about that earlier. Let's see.
I would say budget combo up to 150 would be a good budget combo range for me.
Yep. Yeah, and you can, like I said, look for those deals or look for used stuff. Like around here, I picked up a couple Shimanos, like older Shimanos, for good deal. Like you look at some of the old stuff that I got, some of the old E7s, the big greens that I love. I had one way back in the day, and I sold mine for $40, and it went in no time. I didn't know what I had, and it was old. Like I bought it from somebody used. I got it in a trade, and it had never been cleaned. And at the time, I wasn't cleaning and all that. But I got a couple like pretty much brand new reels for $100. So I mean, like look for those deals. Look locally. A lot of guys I feel like will get a bait caster and don't like it and sell it cheap. So look for that. Look for good used gear. I know Shields too will have the stuff that's like 2 years old, like super cheap clearance. Like I remember 13, they had the 13 Muse Gold or whatever it was, which was a pretty expensive rod, like spinning rod. Like I want to say $200 something rod. They had those for like $50, $60, like a quarter of the regular price. You might say, oh, it's a couple years old. It was sweet, a couple years ago. So
I mean, it's still going to be good.
Oh yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
It might need a little TLC or,
No, they're brand new.
Something.
They were brand new.
Brand new ones?
Yeah, okay. Brand
new. The other thing I know, especially for rods, my local bait shop here has, they have tester rods. I know specifically for St. Croix, they have, a couple of different types. I remember getting a St. Croix it was the level above Premier. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember getting it for like $100, and I want to say that they're like $250 maybe. And granted, it was used, but still, I mean, I'm not above going and getting some used gear from somebody.
Kern River brought up a good point. I bet that's the deal with the ugly sticks. He said they were solid glass / resin. So I bet that's why the tip was a different color.
Sure, yeah.
Let's see. Black Mac. Yeah, we've got a lot of talk. I see Black Mac stuff. Abu makes some good stuff. Oh, the Cherrywood HD. So we're kind of, I see quite a bit of stuff about that. Cherrywood, Lightning. What else? Yeah, as far as Walmart stuff, I remember there was the big rave about all the Hank Parker rods. I believe those were a good budget. We never had them here. I looked at mine, and either we didn't get them or they went quick, but I never got in on that. I know a lot of people talk about that.
I don't remember ever seeing them.
So Tyler, hook sets are free. Good dude. He was on the show not too long ago. Is he the one? Yeah. Did he ask about the Zoom?
The Zoom or the Yum plastics? Yep.
Yep. I like Yum. I like Zoom. I think, yeah. And it seems like they have good deals at Walmart too. I feel like they have the clearance bin stuff you can get, especially the Yum. Yeah, nothing wrong with them at all. I'll use them.
You brought up Shields that's around here. Obviously, not everybody has that, but I know that they always have clearance bins. Granted, they may not be huge, and they're really sectioned out to fishing that I traditionally don't ever do. But they usually have some stuff if you're willing to, fumble through some of their bins,
Yeah, so Grant said the guys who own Lou's Strike King bought Zebco Quantum. I thought it was Lou's. I couldn't remember, though. Budget lipless. People are asking. Somebody I saw, I don't know where it went now. Budget lipless for me has always been Cotton Cordell Super Spot. Get them at Walmart. Like I said, my clearance bin will have them for $1.99, 99 cents sometimes on these. Dude, there's nothing better in the budget category, I don't think. I don't think you can beat a Cotton Cordell Super Spot as far as a lipless, budget lipless.
Agreed.
Oh, fishing the
Uh,
Scott said the new Accurist is amazing. I have a review of it on my channel. Sweet, I'll check that out, dude. I've had a lot of people ask me about the Accurist. Maybe I'll do that. I'll spool that one up tonight. I think I put it over there by my chair.
as far as God, I don't even know how much they run because I haven't bought one for forever. But as far as like
Deal.
a crankbait, the Bandits.
Hmm.
I know
Yeah,
for some reason a lot of people don't like the Bandits, but I've fished them for forever. It seems like.
Yeah, those it seemed like those were always in clearance bin. Bandits and Bombers when I was younger. I have a bunch of those. I fished them a bunch. Absolutely. Let's see. Zoom. Yep, nothing wrong with Zooms. Oh, Culprit. Oh, as far as budget plastic creams, our Shields has like a whole wall of creams that I believe are $1.99 per pack. They don't come with any scent in them or anything. There's nothing fancy about them. Cream has been around forever. And I think even their slogan on the bag is just like the other plastics, but cheaper or something like that. I don't remember what their it's something to that effect. But I mean, I've used cream lures. Culprit, yeah, absolutely. Culprit, it seems like you can find those on sale quite a bit. The old Culprit Tequila Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Pit Boss. Now you can get the Pit Boss from Powerbait. Yeah, I don't like the new Pit Bosses. Once they did away with the old Havoc Pit Boss, I was a little upset with that. Those were sweet. You know, needs to fix their awful bags though. Oh yeah, there's the tops that you rip it open and then the Ziploc rips on one side. Yeah,
half the time
I agree,
it comes
dude.
off with the top part that you pull. The other half it rips away from the other side of the plastic. So you're just stuck with it. And...
Yep, I agree, Backlasher. Absolutely, my friend. There's people talking about line and stuff again. So Philip Cheek said, or Wolfman, I was asking Philip if it was Red Label. I don't know. We were talking about that. Red Label is definitely one of the best 100% fluorocarbons out there. I like the P-Line Fluoro Clear. It's not as abrasion resistant, but like for cranking and casting and retrieve, super soft. I go a little bit heavier than I normally would though. So I run like 17 instead of my 15. And as far as just since we're on line topic, my favorite budget braid is the Daiwa J braid. I use the heck out of that and I will stand by that stuff. I think it's the best budget braid out there. Love it.
There was another kind of braid that I asked you if you'd used it before, and I just used it this year that I thought was a pretty good braid. I can't remember for the life of me what it was.
Oh, Suffix 832?
No, the U0.
Expensive, but the Yozuri.
Yeah, Yozuri. But maybe that wasn't braid. They could have been fluoro.
The top knot, Yozuri top knot.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cheaper. Yep. They used to have it actually at, where was it here? Was it Gander for cheaper? I like the top knot. Some people say they didn't like it, but I liked it. I had no problems with it. Best budget. I wouldn't say Trilene's necessarily the most budget. You can probably find cheaper stuff, but Trilene XL in the red box has been my favorite mono for the longest time. Dad used it. I still use it. I think it's hard to beat. I love that mono. It's soft, casts extremely well. It's not wiry.
100%. Just make sure it's not XT, because that is the exact opposite of what you just said.
The blue box?
Yeah. It's very tough. It can be pretty difficult to cast, and it's just try to stay away from that one.
Yeah, I think maybe once, and I think I did have that. I don't remember though for sure. Nolan asks, how's the Rodeo bag? I got the bigger one. It's okay. So far, it's held up fine. I think for a smaller bag, you're okay. So far, I haven't had any issues with it. I got this. What Nolan's talking about is I did a review on I just picked it up off Amazon because I was tired of carrying, like if I knew I was only going to take a couple things, I didn't want to carry my big, huge Tackle Warehouse backpack, which I think is the best regular tackle bag. I've put that thing through its paces, abused it, and I'm still using it after I don't know how many years. You don't necessarily have to go get that one. Whatever backpack you get, though, just make sure it's double stitched up at the top, like where the straps attach on. Because every cheap bag I've had, and I admit I overload mine probably more than I should, but all the cheap ones that I had, every single one either ripped at the top or the bottom where your straps are like sewed into it. All of mine have always ripped there.
And the only other thing I'll add to that real fast is just to make sure that you're just not. I have a tendency of just shoving everything that, oh, this one looks good, that one looks good, this looks good, and just shoving as much stuff as I physically can into a bag. You get into, it's not very comfortable to carry because it'll like bulge in the middle of your back and stuff like that. So, I mean, both that and the red gills have been, both those bags have been pretty good for me so far.
Yeah, what I was going to say on that Rhodiola bag, I just got the sling. It's a smaller one. It fits, I think, 3,400 size. I don't remember exactly. Oh, actually, I have one right here. Oh, I thought I did. Crap, I guess I don't. But it holds the smaller box size, 3,600 maybe. Is that what those are?
I think so.
Smaller one about like this. It holds one of those, and I could put some plastics in it. In the front part, I've got some plastics, and then it's got like a little spot up top where I put all my hooks. But I don't pack it with a ton of stuff, so it's not taking as much abuse as a bigger backpack where I would put two 3,700s in, plus all my plastics, So
I think the good thing is you also don't have to take it on and off constantly as well. That was one thing I was I was definitely jealous about, that you could literally sling it around and almost use it as like a little table to retie or hold whatever you wanted to on there. So kind of jealous of it, just saying. Huh?
Mike said, I love my Abu Veritas, but one of the micro guides broke off. Dude, the Veritas, I love the Veritas rods. The regular ones, but I agree. I had the micro guide when it broke. Bassgeek did a review on his micro guides broke. Whatever it was about the micro guide, when I don't think they even make them anymore like that. The new Veritas or Veritas.
I actually have one that I used for maybe two or three outings, and it broke.
Micro guide.
Well. Yep.
Yeah.
Super bummed out
I've heard
about
that from everybody, but yeah, the new ones I believe are just regular. And I haven't had a problem. I had a couple of those. Randy, I gave you one. You've used it. I mean, we've put those through the paces. I didn't have an issue with them.
The newer ones, they aren't micro, but they're not like regular size either.
Yeah, like the old ones were the micro, like the little
tiny,
like
like, oh my God, let me get out my glasses to feed this line through here.
Yeah, exactly. Us old guys. Matthew says, caught my PB the other day on a water bug color chatter I saw Debo use. Oh, yes. Awesome, dude. I love that water bug color. Was it the, what is it with the orange on it? The weedless one. I freaking love that for bank fishing. Why can I not think of it right now? Cross eyes, the Z-Man cross eyes. Was it the weedless cross eyes? If so, that's sweet. Damn, shut up for somebody bought a Roman made mother. I know people that have them and fish them around here. I would never buy one just because, dude, I still got to catch a fish on a glide bait. My bet was if I don't catch a fish on a glide bait, I just redid my tackle over here because I had like stuff shoved in the corner. And in the bottom, there's a bunch of swim baits I forgot I had. And if I don't catch one on a swim bait, I'm giving them all away. I'm going to give pretty much everything away except for a couple. I've made my mind up.
When was this bet? When did this come up?
That was a while ago.
Was I there?
I thought so. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I'm giving it all away though. If I can't catch one on a 7-inch or bigger, giving them away. Because I don't consider and I'm talking the glide, like the big hard baits.
Yeah.
I don't like a 6-inch, like soft plastic. To me, that's not a big swim bait.
Yeah, no.
Like 7-inch and bigger to me is big. So
and a bigger, yeah.
Oh, actually, it might have been Bass Geek and Jim because we were talking about girth, and I'm like, because I don't even remember what the talk was, but I was like, oh yeah, like for me, big is 7 inches, and they're like, that's not big around here. So I don't remember how we got on the subject, but it was those two clowns.
Oh boy, look at the time! Look at the time.
Okay, who cares that it's 4 years old or still in a box? So here's Macabeodin. I don't know how you say that. Sorry, man. But what I was because I saw something about Facebook Marketplace, and somebody said, "Who cares if it's fueled if it's still in a box?" The other good thing is when you buy like used stuff, if you can like get good pictures of it, and if it looks like it's in pretty good condition, who cares? Yeah, if it's a few years old, who cares if it's a couple models ago? Like they were good a few years ago, And like I was saying, the stuff now is they've just come so far with you look at the internals of them now, and so many of them are so similar. You definitely get more for your money, I guess is what I was trying to say. But,
God, I got a heck of a deal on. I mean, this sounds like I'm an old man, but like I am. But
we are
I hit up a garage sale one day. Somebody told me about it, and I left work. I was just like in a hurry. I was like, I got to get to an ATM and get some cash and go to this, because they were like, this guy's being told to sell all of his fishing stuff, and I got a box, probably a 3600 size box, jammed to the brim of crankbaits. I can't remember the kind of crankbaits that they were.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But it had like $40 on it, and I walk up and I'm like, oh, the tag says 40, and the lady's like, will you take 20? I was like, have I been negotiating wrong all of these years? Is this how this works? But yeah, like even stuff like that, if you can run across that, I don't know how people find that kind of stuff, but
yeah, I don't
check it out.
I never time any of those good, but yeah, you can find some like the estate sales or garage sales, check those out, because you can find. Somebody sent me here, was it oh gosh, who was that? Somebody here anyway sent me a thing. He's like, dude, look at what I just got from a garage sale, like in all this, big caps. He was so excited and sent it. He got a 200 E7 for like $15, which on eBay they're going for like $200. He got that. He got a couple other reels. One of the old Bantam Corrados, like the old greenies, for like $10, like selling them super cheap. I'm like, dude, that is a score. That E7 is, all day $200 on eBay.
I missed who said it, but somebody brought up the Fishing 13 rods that are pretty cheap. What's it? The Fate? Is it Fate V3 that I have, Debo?
Oh yeah, the white one.
Yeah.
I think that's a $99 rod, right?
Yeah, it looks like online you can get it for about $90. But the only downside I feel with that, there's two of them. One, the grips on there, they look like they're probably wind grips, but they're not. When you grab a hold of them, they're more of a basically a slippery plastic. I haven't had any issues with it yet, but I haven't got into a whole lot of like wet, like rainy kind of conditions. And the other part that I cannot stand, I absolutely despise, is the screw or the nut that you have to undo to take the reel off of it. It is so short that you can hardly get your hand onto it if your reel is, a little bit bigger sized. It's very annoying, but I like it.
Yeah, I've got a couple like that too. I know exactly what we're talking about. Trying to get your fingers in it. It's like you can't actually grab it like this. You're like,
right.
Yeah. Wolfman was wondering about fluoro with least memory. It's not budget. I love the P-Line Tactical, but it's like $25 for a thing of it. It's not cheap at all, but it's so soft, casts so well. As far as the best like soft budget fluoro, I mean, most of the fluoros have memory, so you're going to kind of deal with that. Like there's not really, I have not found like a soft budget fluoro. Right. I agree with you. I think 100% fluorocarbon Red Label's the best, but it is kind of wiry. I mean,
yeah, I know that Tactical is like, you said it was like $25 for a thing, and by a thing you mean what, like 50 feet of it?
No, it's not.
That's no,
it's 150 or here. I'll check.
It was 125, 150, something like that. I think.
I was going to say another one is, which I haven't used in forever. I need to spool some more of that up because somebody was asking me. But the Sunline in the blue box.
Oh yeah.
We got it. Randy and I got some at Gander when it was going out, and dude, that stuff I like that too. I don't use really Sunline much, but
was it full blue box or was it the blue and yellow box? Okay. The P-Line Tactical, if you guys have it, if you run across any of it on sale, just buy all of it because that stuff is amazing. It doesn't honestly even feel like it's fluoro, in my opinion anyway. It feels more like a mono, just kind of, I don't know. I curse Debo every time. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, hey.
I like your shirt. It's really nice.
Hey,
I
thanks.
wasn't
I
talking
probably
bad
look
about you for a minute.
disgusting and grody. I sat in dirty sawdust water, so the back of my jogging pants were probably gross. Looked like I pooped my pants. I promise you, I didn't poop my pants. Not now.
I was just talking about the tactical, how it almost doesn't feel like fluorocarbon.
Yeah, it doesn't. I really
It
like
almost
it.
feels
It's
like a mono,
200.
yeah.
You get 200 yards, which isn't bad, I guess. I mean, it could be
No,
150.
not really.
Some of them will
No.
try to do that to you. The super fluorocarbon, this was the other stuff that was, I thought it was really soft and manageable. I really like this a lot.
I think
But
I got
budget. I think this is like $20. So
I think I got some 25-pound of that.
I got 20 and
Sunline.
16, and I think we got these for like $5. I want to say
Yeah.
$4 or $5 was all they were.
God,
So
I wish they'd go out of business again. That sounds terrible to say, but
I wish they'd come back and go out of business again.
yes.
They did do it twice. I mean,
they
it
only
happened once, and then they came back and it went out. They went out of business again. The first time I didn't get a ton because
the sale just kept going and going and going and getting more ridiculous and ridiculous.
Dude, it was insane, crazy. The first time I didn't capitalize it. Like, I think they moved more stuff out the first time because, like, this time it was priced to go. Like, we need to get everything out of here. And the first time they packed up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and shipped it to a different store or something.
Yep. And it was pretty slim pickings, but I was getting the 11 for whatever stupid reason, I guess. So you have to buy two. The Gamakatsu trebles, I think they come in an 11 pack.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing uneven? Well, I guess if you're using top waters with 3, it wouldn't be. But
3, yeah.
I was getting those for 80 cents. I think I bought like 20 of those that they had left in size 4 and 6.
I feel like I should have popped on more of the line that they had. I feel like I really missed the mark on
fast.
That. Yeah, I know they had
this regularly. It's here. I'll check real quick, see what the warehouse
had. Like the big like 2-foot zip ties with just like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 spools on it. I don't know why they weren't in the box still, but like
they had overstock of stuff or whatever and was just sitting it out. I bought a thing of cranks, and I think they were at the point where they just didn't even care because I bought a thing of Rapala something. I got the Booyah one knockers and something else where they were like you were saying, zip tied together. There was like 8 of them, I think, in a thing.
Yeah.
And she just beeped it once and she just threw it in. Like they just didn't even care.
Well, they were like out of a job soon, so they're like, meh. You walk out with like 6 bags stocked to the top, and they're like, how much you pay for all that? And you're like, 78 cents, no big deal.
Oh, this is actually cheaper than I thought. So that Sunline Super is $15. That's not bad. I thought this stuff was really nice. And then it's the Sniper, I guess, that's $20. Sunline Sniper is $20 for the deal. I've actually never used the Sniper. I don't know. I like this stuff a lot. I mean, I thought that was good line. Comment in the if you guys have used this, guys or gals. Is this the one? Have you guys used this? Is this the one that was soft? I know this.
I want to say,
what's this run? What's the P line?
I think that 25-pound of that Sunline I had, it was soft in my opinion for being 25-pound tests.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, the P line's only 19. I thought it was like 25. So that's not horrible. It could be worse if you find some sales, but
yeah,
definitely not budget, but it's super soft. Let's see. Gary with the donation. Thank you, my friend. He said the Shimano Sienna budget spinning $30 10 years ago. Yeah, dude. Still going strong, I bet, right? Spider wire. I wasn't huge on the spider wire line, like the spider wire stealth braid, I think it was. I wasn't a huge fan, but I would go with the Daiwa J braid.
Yeah, I've never used any spider wire. I mean, I don't have, anything. I don't have a dog in the fight either way. I've never used it. I've never needed it when I've, been able to buy it or whatever. So.
Let's see. Adam, Strike King Rage Bugs are my go-to Texas rig plastic. What about a budget Texas rig plastic? Do you have one?
Oh, geez. Like,
boss for me.
I guess more of like a creature buggy versus a worm, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm a little bit different because I have my local place that they have somebody that pours their own stuff, and God, I want to say a pack of 8 is a couple of bucks, less than $3 maybe. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I know it's pretty cheap for what you get out of it. And I like their colors. They have it's a baby bass color, so it's got the green, white, a little bit different off color of a green, and I've had amazing luck on those things. So I'm an outlier here.
Let's see. I want to get to some of the questions about if anybody used, because now I'm second guessing myself. I hope it was this. I hope I'm not leading you guys wrong. I thought this stuff was more expensive. I want to say Gandro was $20. So I hope I'm leading people the right way. Sniper is decent. Chris, have you used this one? Sniper is decent. I have 20 on my main rod. Let me see. I'm just kind of going through to see if anybody else talked about this. Yeah, I like the Sniper. Well, hopefully it was this one. I swear it was this one, and I liked it. I thought it was soft for the.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't see any.
If I led you guys wrong, I'll update you on it, but I'm pretty sure that was the one. Yeah, it's got to be. It had to have been this. I've never used the Sniper, so yes.
It wasn't the Assassin, right?
No.
Yeah.
Red label, depending on what it's for, it's better than the red label depending on what you're using for. Oh, the Super. So Bayou said it's better than red label depending on what you're using it for, the Super. Maybe I need to put more time in with that. Maybe I should spool up a reel with that. Maybe it's soft at first and then it gets, I don't know. Okay, what else? See, like are we fans of Lunker Hunt in here? Sam says. I feel like Lunker Hunt gets some hate on certain things. There's certain things of theirs that I think are dumb, but certain things of theirs that I like the spider, right? That's Lunker Hunt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or when you get rid of those stupid
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another perfect example is the frogs with like the real life legs. I hate those. But when you pull those off and put like the actual, they come with good sharp hooks, and the actual body of those frogs is super soft. So
it's amazing soft and great like rigidity, not rigidity. They last forever. I can't think of the word.
I just don't like some of their things. I'm trying to think of what else. I've got some Lunker Hunt stuff that I like. I didn't like the lipless, whatever their new lipless was. It doesn't vibrate, and I've heard multiple other people say it doesn't.
I want to say I might have a Lunker Hunt that is kind of. Oh, they do the ball baits, the bait, the whatever they're called. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like an A-rig, but
like a spinner bait mini A-rig.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one. I think they're called the bait ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I've caught a fish on one of those before, I think. Before I really knew what I was doing with it, but yeah.
Suffix 832. Sean Lai was talking about the 832. It's awesome braid. It's not necessarily budget, really, but super good braid for sure.
I really like the way that a lot of the Lunker Hunt stuff, like their hard baits, I like the way that it looks. It looks really, really cool. But isn't Lunker Hunt pretty expensive when you get into some of their harder baits?
I don't know offhand. I guess I don't, but Power Pro is reasonable. Yeah, Power Pro, I feel like Randy said, has come down.
And whatever the basic, the main, your generic Power Pro, was it the 8-strand Power Pro? Because you tried the 4, right? And that
no, I got the 8. I got the Max Quattro or whatever. It wasn't very abrasion resistant at all.
A Max Quattro, wouldn't that be maximum 4?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I thought it was an 8 carrier.
Quattro is 4 in Espanol.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Yeah. See.
Lunker Hunt's got a bait that is a jar of wax worms. That might be interesting for they look like a legit little waxy. I wonder how those react for
some ice fishing.
Yeah, because that's the worst thing about ice fishing is trying to get and keep them alive.
Everything alive, yeah. Ashley, so what about a budget jerk bait? I was actually just saying the Smithwicks. You can usually find those pretty cheap. I've got some of the Rapala Husky jerks. Usually you can find those on sale. I feel like they're pretty cheap. And I like those for spinning jerk bait.
Are the Husky jerks, are they the ones with what's the one that has the feathered back treble hook? Is that the Husky jerk?
No, those are actually funny enough. You should say that. I just was cleaning out stuff. This one?
Yes, I personally, and I think
No,
that
those
wait,
aren't the
what color
Husky
is
jerk.
that?
They are like silver and black.
I think that's mine. Didn't I let you borrow that for something?
No.
That is like literally my favorite jerkbait ever. That specific one right there. I've had the most luck on that
Really?
ever.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I
I
like the Sixth Sense jerkbait, the Provoke. It's not, I think it's like, what, $8? So it's not
I
really
think
budget,
the
but
Bass Pro Shop, the actual BPS branded jerkbait suspending, those have always worked really good. The only bad thing about those X wrap. Somebody just said that those are the X wraps there, but
oh, yeah.
the BPS jerkbaits. The only thing about them is they are a little fragile. So I had them, like crack along the belly seam on the bottom. So
Foulmouth corrected me. He said Lunker text. I guess I zoomed over it and didn't read it. Lunker text. I think that's the text with sales. I feel like somebody told me about that a while ago. I've never used it. Well, now I feel like a dummy because I can't read.
well, I can't either. So plus I don't have on my glasses.
Let's see. Sunline Sniper is softer line if you want little stiffer. Sunline Shooter is the best. Okay, so Matthew said he's our one of our resident swim bait nerds, so I accept and appreciate his input on this. Matthew, thanks for putting that in here. The Sunline Sniper is a softer line. If you want a little stiffer, Sunline Shooter is the better option. It still has some play, but not as much. Good call. Thank you, brother. What do you use for your swim baits, actually, Matthew? Since we've got you on here, thanks for jumping in too. I've been using the P-Line CXX, right? Copolymer, super strong stuff. It is wiry though. It's not super soft,
Ooh.
but
While we're waiting on that one, Gamakatsu over owner hooks.
I like both.
I like owner hooks better.
Yeah, I like
I
both.
I do like that the Gamakatsus come in what are they, the value packs or whatever, that you get like 20 hooks in or whatever.
Yeah.
I do enjoy those.
Oh, there's Sam. He corrected me. Sorry, Sam. I don't read the best. Kamakatsu versus owner. Yeah, let's get some more questions going. We're at an hour. Oh, crap. We need to do our giveaway. I didn't realize we were at time. Okay, so let's do our giveaway deal. The only deal is you got to be here to win. I guess I should have said that before. Hopefully people know that now because I'm going to pick a winner with the thing that Gramp showed me. What is it? StreamYard / giveaway. And per my guy, Mr. Critical Gravy, it is going to be hashtag. All right. So if you all want to win, please enter hashtag gravy right now. I'm going to share. If I can figure out how to get share screen. Tab. All right. Can y'all see it?
There they go.
Hashtag gravy. So hashtag gravy tonight. We're going to keep talking and looking through stuff here while we're
somebody did ask, where was it? Oh, Ocean State Angling, best budget fishing hooks or best budget hooks, or is that one area that you don't skimp? Personally, I know it was a question to you, but I tend not to skimp on my hooks.
Yeah, I don't either. If it's not good, solid, sharp hooks, I mean, I'll spend extra money and get especially like the I guess that's something I should have said for the
bait,
super spots
baits and stuff. Yeah,
like the super spots, love them. You got to change the hooks out though. The hooks on these, I shouldn't be able to drag a pointed treble hook across my finger like that. Like it should bite.
Right. I know the bigger thing, like the things that I always worry about when getting hooks or things that I always look at, and if they don't meet, at least two out of the at least 80+%, I'm not going to mess with a hook that you can bend over the tip really easily. Depending on what application, I don't want anything that I could physically bend out myself with my hands, just those kind of basic things. So, I mean, I usually stay owner, Trocar, Gamakatsu. I don't really go less.
Matuba fishing, thank you for the donation. Are you fellers planning on dipping into the BFS thing? No, I was actually just talking about this last night with Rich, and like I don't know. I've got an ultralight spinning rod, and it's hard for me to like get a special BFS setup when I can just use my ultralight spinning deal. I don't know. I need to because I feel like it's growing in popularity, and I get questions on it all the time, and I've never used one. But no, not right now. KVD triple grips, yeah, absolutely awesome aftermarket hooks to get, like to replace on these, like as far as trebles, replace out on these. I like those. Did Matthew answer for us? Oh yeah, Dave Washburn right there. I was just rolling up. Cotton cordell hooks are not the greatest though. Yes, agreed 100%.
Can we just go back? What's BFS? I don't.
Bait, is it bait finesse system? Bait finesse system maybe is what it stands for. So they're actually, I have the old Cernoia. I've never got a rod for it, but it's a shallow spool bait caster meant for light line casting light lures, like 8th ounce, 16th ounce, like little guys, little ones.
So really just getting away from spinning altogether.
Yeah, and that's what Rich said. Hella Bass, for those of you who don't know, super good guy. Go follow him too. He's a good cat. He's like, if like you absolutely hate spinning reels and don't want to use them, BFS makes sense. But like, he's kind of the same as me. Like you can just use your, a spinning rod. So to each his own. I mean, I'm not going to knock it. It's just kind of some people's deal. Let's see. Did Matthew ever?
Going through.
Matthew, did he ever reply to me? He might have left before he got the answer online and stuff. What he used.
So I think somebody said something about gravy. I thought I saw something like that.
I know. I'm trying to go through. All I see is gravy. Dersh, my guy Dersh, always in here. Hey, Debo and Dizzle, I still use a $29 combo when I have an $800 combo. Dang. I think it all depends on how much you fish. Budget gear simply doesn't last as long. Yeah, and that's the other part that I didn't even get a touch on. That was one thing is if you're only fishing once a month or once every other month, like $100 combo or $50 combo will last you a long time. But, when you're fishing 3-4 days a week or, like some of the pros gone 200, 250 days, it makes sense to spend more, especially for those guys. They're usually not buying a lot of it. They've got sponsors and stuff. But okay, let's pick a winner here. Go ahead.
I didn't see a response.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. We are picking a winner. And I am sharing, right? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the anticipation. Hey, Pac-Man. Good supporter of the channel. You are the winner, sir. I'll get you, I know you have my Instagram, right? If I'm thinking of, you're the same one on Instagram that I talked to. I get pictures mixed up, pictures and names, because people have different pictures for Instagram than they do YouTube. And I'm bad with names, but I know people by their whatever you call this, their picture thing.
Their handles?
Yeah, handle.
Their pictures.
Picture deal. All right, so Pac-Man, hit me up on Instagram. If you don't, let me know. Yeah, okay, you got me on Instagram. Okay, so hit me up on Instagram. Let's see. What else do we have for questions? If I just close this, will it? Okay, cool. I didn't lose.
Ashley, God, where'd it go? The question was something about is tungsten worth it? Yes, I think.
Well, depends on what you're using. Like a Texas rig, if you're like flipping a Texas rig around wooden stuff and grass where you're not going to lose it like every other throw, absolutely. Like you can feel so much more with tungsten and the size of it. Like if you throw a 3/8, which is kind of my go-to, it's just so much smaller. Like a 3/8 ounce
the
lead
size is
like
ridiculous.
Big, yeah. But if you're fishing like dragging around rocks and stuff where you might lose them a lot, or like drop shot weights and stuff, I never go tungsten on that. Sure,
drop shot and the free rig. I don't even know if they make that in tungsten. I'm sure they probably do. But the only other thing that I'd like to add on to that is some of those lead, like bullet style weights. You have to watch how they were poured, because around the tops, sometimes they can get a little jaggedy up there, and you would hate to, have something like that break off.
I'm trying to find Michael. There it is. The best budget whopper plopper is one you win from Debo. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate
Matthew
you, brother.
replied. I see a response in here.
Where's that?
Mainly use P-line copolymer. Yeah, it's like one of the most recent ones.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
I use mainly P-line copolymer. Okay, so that's what I use for anything that has a bill or anything smaller than 3 ounce. But for my glides, I use Seaguar Abrazex or Megabass Dragon Call Floral. I don't know, it must be like maybe something JDM deal. I know the Abrazex. Okay. Well, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I've been using the P-line, and that's what mine are about. Like my bigger one is 3 ounce, I would say. The one that I've been
you should, after this is over, Debo, you might want to hop on the interwebs and see if you can overnight some of that Dragon Call from Japan.
Straight from Japan.
From Japan.
Savage Gear, outdoor angling. I've seen this question a couple times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness. Debo, have you used the Savage Gear swim baits? Are those the pointy ones? Actually, I have used one. Is that the one Ben Nowak used and recommended? I don't know if anybody's even, if that's what the question's from. Let me see if the Savage Gear are those.
Savage Gear swim baits. Pointy nose. No, these, well.
Yes. Outdoor angling. So I didn't like the small ones. I thought these sucked. To me, they were hard to work. This was the 5 1/4 1 ounce. I didn't like the smaller one. The bigger one that Ben was using, I've got like in a bone color that I've thrown quite a bit. They worked really well. I thought the action was good. Matthew would be a better guy to ask about budget. I thought these were really good for a budget, and of course, like the River to Sea S Waver as far as action. Now, I can't tell you about catchability because I suck at catching swimbait fish, but they did swim really easy, and they're not that much. I think I actually got these on sale for pretty cheap, but I like the bigger size, the 7 inch, 2 1/4 ounce. So
you should. What was the other size that you had?
5.
The other one you didn't like?
Yeah, 5 1/4. I didn't like that one. I thought it was hard to use, and it just, I don't know. It didn't make sense. Like if you're going to use something this small, like I feel like there's a lot better options.
Soft plasticky kind of more.
Yeah. Like if you're going to go for a big glide bait fish, like throw the 7 inch, you know?
You know, I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say it. All of that stuff just scares me. I feel like I need an adult. Cold pricklies.
Randall, you'll be all right. I'll hold your hand. This or that. Fish in the Southeast. This or that. Coffee or tea in the morning. Oh, that's not a question. You don't know me very well, man. I am a coffee addict. It's bad. There he said
Red
coffee.
Bull.
No, I can't do those. My heart will explode. I'll be dead by the time I'm.
You'll fall asleep on the drive.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple donations coming in. Let's see. Where are we at?
Oh yeah.
Adam Meyer with the donation. I didn't miss anybody before Adam, did I? I hope not. If I missed you, call me out. I'm trying to get through these, and we had about 18 million gravies in there. Adam, hey Debo and Dizzle, fellow Iowan here. All right, go Hawks, except for today because it was actually Nebraska playing. Just started fishing about 5 months ago. 6 pound PB 2 weeks ago. Awesome, dude. 5 pound this morning. Really appreciate your content. Damn, dude, awesome. I haven't caught some 4 pounders. I haven't caught a 5 pounder since earlier this year. I caught like boom, 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 like 4 or 5 within like a month. And then after that, I haven't had another 5 pounder. What?
It's been like 3 years for me.
Oh, baloney. You had one that was almost 5 this year.
Go above Adams. Did you touch on Michael Stakes? He asked best budget whopper plopper. Yeah, you did say that one is one that you win from Debo.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, Army. Hey, my guy, Army Outdoors. Sup, dude? Had a couple strikes today on one of your crankbaits you painted for me in the Burley Fishing giveaway. When post-storm fishing was rough. Yeah, I kind of fear that for tomorrow here, too. Well, hopefully they will bring you some luck, man. Hopefully you catch some good fish on them. I appreciate you jumping in and dropping the $10 bomb for me.
When did it rain last year?
Yesterday.
Really?
It rained like 2 days in a row here, like, and then earlier in the week, like it was bad, like pouring.
Like
Tyler,
almost
was a
70 tomorrow.
sarcastic comment. Oh, whoops, what did I miss here? Was a sarcastic question / comment, Chris? I don't know. Tyler's talking crap. Tyler, are you talking crap? Dizzle, tell me about your favorite budget jig. Yep, he's talking crap.
War Eagle.
What? I never would have guessed that either, Tyler.
Actually, the ones Debo gave me.
Yeah, I've got to find a way to edit one of those molds. I just need to order another one and try or not editing, modifying. Because I want to have a little bit heavier hook. I want the War Eagle hook. It's a step up the regular jigs.
Yep. Let's make some of those. I want to try that.
Does a Strike King Bitsy Bug count as a finesse jig? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have the best luck with Bitsy Bugs. You can get those at Walmart for pretty cheap, but I bought like 5 of them and all the hooks sucked.
Yeah, that's one thing I did notice is that was like one of the first, because I like the actual look of it. It looks like a little War Eagle almost.
Yep.
I mean, but it is, it's a littler version of a War Eagle, which is in turn going to make it a little bit lighter of a hook and a lot lighter of a hook. And
well, that's fine.
Like that.
It wasn't the light hook. It was just none of them were sharp. Like they were dull.
Yeah. Yep. They're not very sharp. And I just felt like,
because I've got that was a couple years ago. I caught a 5-pounder on that, and talk about light. I mean, this is tiny. This is I call these micro jigs. That's not even a finesse jig. Can I even get it in there? There we go. And this hook, I can bend this out easily with my thumb. I mean, these hooks are tiny. So, as long as you're using the right setup, rod and reel, it doesn't matter if it's got a lighter wire hook. It's just they weren't sharp. That's a big no-no for me. I don't.
Yes, sir. I'm
Matthew,
just like
he's
agreeing with what I was saying right now.
He said you have to use the bigger ones or not. You're gonna have to tune them. Yeah, the smaller ones didn't work well for me. Hopefully that's what he's talking about. I'm behind on comments, but the bigger Savage gear that we were talking about, I'm assuming so, because the bigger ones, I got the bone one that Ben was showing, and it swam really well. I used 2 of the smaller ones, and they didn't swim well.
What did they used to say? Something about a piano, but you can tune a fish or something?
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Chef Bass and Thunder jackhammer. I'm not the guy to talk to. I haven't used the jackhammer enough. I've actually really liked the Thunder Crickets. I got a bunch of those on sale for like $8, I want to say, which isn't necessarily
really like jackhammers. I feel like
you've used them more
that I've thrown them. They just feel like they just go right away.
They do. I mean, they really do. And I think that's one of the biggest things with people is they work. They're so consistent. Like they work. Like as far as budget, if we're talking budget, chatterbaits, hands down the chatterbait custom, which is a Tackle Warehouse exclusive.
Is it the one that paints the blade, or you get painted blades with that one?
No. These are like, I want to say regular $6.99. I guess I could look, but when you hit them on like one of the 15 or 20% sales, you can get them for like $4 something. So essentially the price of a regular.
Did you see I don't know. Have you seen they come out with a new one? A new chatterbait? It's like
the big blade?
I
got some of the big blades.
Blade. It's basically a giant football head on a
Oh no! Yeah, I haven't tried those. The Freedom CFL, is it this one?
What's the size of that? Like 3/4?
3/8, half, and 3/4.
I think when I went. Yeah, that's it. 3. They only had 3/4, and I was like, I've had decent luck with those, and actually a lot of luck when the skirts come off of ones that I've had in the past, smaller sized. Of the, what do you call those, swivelly heads? Well, I'm calling it a swivelly head, all right? Just a naked swivelly head chatterbait with like a paddle tail on the back of it.
A naked swivelly head here. So these are the ones I was talking about. They have a little bit shorter shank hook, so the hook is like a little bit shorter here.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. But, and actually, I think the elites are the same price now, I want to say.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the elite. Yeah. So these you can find anywhere, but they do have a much longer, bigger hook. And that's why I kind of like the customs. It's like a little bit smaller, more compact profile. That's the one thing I don't like about the original Z-Man chatterbaits is like the hook seems enormous on it.
It seems giant.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit. Like, I don't know. I've used them and I catch fish on it. It's just, I don't know. I really like that compact. But the elites are good too. I've used those. These are my favorite for bank fishing. They're not budget, but dude, I have been so happy with these this year. It's got 2 wire things. Does it show? Why doesn't it show the other version of it, like from the top? That's dumb. Anyway, it's got these 2 wires that like V out on the front of it. It's like if this is your jig, the 2 wires go like this, and you can bend them, and they're decently stiff. But as far as
I watched a video of some guy fishing those, and he just kept saying, "Oh, you just got to make sure and double check those wires."
Make sure and double check those wires.
That guy was you. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Randy. Let's see what's up from Minnesota. What else do we have?
Oh yeah.
What are we at? An hour and a half. We still have 270 people.
I'm gonna get kicked out soon.
Yep. Randy's gonna get kicked off. Walmart Internet's gonna finally find that he's on. Gramps agreed. What was it? Black Mac spinning combo from Walmart. I don't know what it was, but I trust your judgment on that, Gramps. Question.
The Yum spine crawl.
What?
Yum spine crawl. You go back to your frog one though.
Best budget frog. What's yours?
God, it's not the Spros. Those are not budget.
You can find those on sale quite a bit. Speaking of the Spro,
God,
the Freak color is the best color if you want to pick up just one color.
Yeah,
highly recommend.
Those are nice. What is that one?
Booyah Pad Crasher.
Is it a Booyah Pad Crasher? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are those pretty budgety?
Those are budgety. You can get those. Yeah. Walmart had those on sale. I think they actually have the Scum Frogs now too, but for sure, I probably caught more fish on the Booyah Pad Crasher than anything.
Yep, I like
they were budget and I could load up on them.
They work nice.
Yeah, yep, I completely agree. Nothing fancy about them, but was that a little loud? That was a little aggressive there, wasn't it? Sorry if you're wearing. Got a little bit aggressive with my Let's see what else different.
It was frogs. What do you expect?
Yeah, frogs do get me a little excited. Some how-tos with that combo. Oh, he did some how-tos with that combo. Okay. Let's see. I want to display my lures. Zoggy, he wants to display his lures, or he or she, on a garage wall. Any ideas? Pegboard is good. Shelves.
It depends on what kind of lures, I guess.
Yeah, and what kind of like space you're working with.
Yeah, I'd probably say pegboard though, and get not the long like that you would actually put like merchandise on per se, and try to find like a shorter like peg thing and individuals.
More Bitsy Bug talk. Debo, here's a question. Adam, have you ever tried the Megabass SV3 spinnerbait? Really well built and durable. I have not. That's one I have not used.
Tyler wants to know best budget B's and G's.
Casey's has the best budget B's and G's. Their B's and G's aren't very good, but it's budget and it's there.
It's quick.
Yeah. Just because I love biscuits and gravy so much. I'll eat bad biscuits.
This or that, Debo, from Outdoor Angling.
Let's see where at.
Just popped.
Oh, let me scroll down. I was trying to go through.
Yep, sorry.
This or that. State record bass, pike, muskie, or bluegill. Oh, for sure, bass. I would take a state record bass. That'd be cool as hell.
I would take state record bass right after Debo got his state record bass.
Okay, fine. Then I'll go state record pike. As long as it's on topwater frog.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, we got the big guns showing up in here now.
Oh, hey Debo, what are you gonna be?
Oh, hello too.
Neilbone wants to know. 84 Neilbone wants to know what we're gonna be for Halloween.
Oh, Neil, did you? I think you donated earlier. Damn it! And I was gonna go back and get that. Is it still here? Let's see. Neil, where's your donation question? Oh, I went past it. Neil, I'm sorry. Another good supporter of the channel. I saw that here just a second ago and I got sidetracked. What am I going for as Halloween? Nothing. I don't dress up for Halloween. I'm going to go as a grumpy fisherman. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
my outfit's done.
I was going to go as a guy that can't catch fish ever.
Oh, hey, you're already dressed up for it. Good costume. Bass made it for the end. There's Rich. I was just talking about you. Ooh, Tackle Junkie, best budget meal. Oh, you guys and your damn DQ thing. Maybe I need to give this a try. You and Randall.
What was that, Tackle Junkie? Hey, have you, TJ, have you tried to get the old macho meal? Have you asked for it yet? The hidden secret macho meal. Tackle Junkie, do it. Go right now. Don't wait.
I don't know what that is. I do know back in the day when the town I grew up in had a McDonald's and an Arby's out at the Outlet Mall, and the hidden secret was if you ordered a mammoth shake, at ours anyway, they would give you like an extra large shake, and they would just charge you for like a medium or something. I don't remember what it was. Like it was their fun, I don't know, thing. In case you want an extra large shake.
I don't know. Okay, so Mr. Tackle Junkie, I don't know if this. I'm 99% sure that this is a real thing. But I used to know somebody that worked there that may have like upgraded the macho meal and gave me like a full freaking sack full of onion rings to go with it. I don't think that that's normal though. I think that's extra.
So Dave says I should go as Kermit. I like that. That would show my frog love. Philip says Debo should dress up as Burley for Halloween. Dizzle can be Paul. Dude, totally nailed it. Oh my gosh. Somebody else. Oh, Michael. Dizzle could finally wear his cargo kilt for Halloween. Dude, your utility kilt.
I'll wear it ice fishing. I'm
trying to think. Okay, here we go. Since we're kind of off topic here. Budget. What's your budget meal? Like if you only have a couple bucks to spend, what's your budget meal? Is it the DQ 6-pack?
No.
And then we'll do couple more fishing questions. Sorry, we're going to get off topic a little bit. We like to have a little bit of fun here.
I'm going to hit up BK, and I'm going to get a couple junior whoppers. No lettuce. They're on the dollar menu.
Yeah, mine is the when we go through McDonald's drive-through, the 2 chicken things for the McChickens or whatever. They're like $1, $1.50. I love those things. They're not good for you at all, but I love them. Okay, so let's take a couple more fishing questions. It can be budget, this or that type stuff. We'll do a couple more of these, and we're going to get out of here. We still have 275 people. Y'all are awesome. Makes my day. Y'all seriously help keep me sane.
Fish in the Southeast. I lost it. Where'd it go? He said something about a wood jig.
Oh, Dizzle, would you like me to make you a wooden jig so it floats for topwater? Yes, make him one fishing the Southeast.
Let's do that.
Make it.
I don't know how. Yeah.
Oh, Randall, I know what yours would be. You need to dress up as a bullfrog. You sound like one already. Out there fishing with you, all I hear is. I love you, Randall.
You need to dress up as that guy that gets kicked into the well in 300.
What clearance racks are the best? What stores? I actually all the racks that you see back there is some fishing place online or on Amazon. What is it? I got them when they had like the Amazon Day sales. It's like.
Wait, is he talking about the physical racks or a place that has a clearance quote rack where all their clearance stuff is?
Oh, see, interpretation. That's how I interpret. You're probably right. I bet Walmart always has good stuff.
I'm saying anywhere that has a clearance rack. I appreciate all of them.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, some of them are kind of. Shields always has. If you have Shields around, they have like the big boxes in the middle, like the wooden boxes.
Didn't I say that earlier? I don't know.
Did you? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you got to dig through, and they're usually like the 6-hook jerk baits and stuff for trolling
that are not in a package. I've got good stuff.
Fleet Farm has
Um,
those, but I feel like they're just like trying to fool you. They're not really that
I don't
good
go
of a
there enough.
discount.
I need to. Ollie's, yeah, I wish we had an Ollie's. I always hear people talking about Ollie's. I think it's a Southern thing. Fleet
Skateboard
Farm,
thing?
Jason said, yeah, we have a Fleet Farm here. I don't go there hardly ever, and it's just up the road from me. Um, Ooh, outdoor angling, this or that. Okay, here we go, Randall.
Okay.
Win $1 million for free lures. Oh, wait. Oh, win $1 million or free lures for the rest of your life.
Free lures for the rest of my life. That's
I'd have to go $1 million.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Well, dude, I could pay for my girl's college. Yeah, I'd have to go $1 million. Pay for my
Dude,
girl's
the
college.
free
Pay off my
lures for
house.
the rest of your life, you could go a month and be able to pay for your kids' college without buying lures like you do
Oh, that's
now.
true. I could just flip them, get free lures, then flip them on
No,
eBay.
I'm just saying you're no longer spending money on lures and doing your unboxings.
I don't buy
you're
ever.
saving money. Like,
I don't buy lures ever.
oh, back order. I forgot.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know the last time I ordered from them.
My wife's giving you a hard time, man.
She's off there doing laundry.
I'm going free lures for life, especially if, War Eagles.
Yeah, I'd have to. That's probably the smarter thing to do. And then you can just like flip them. But I'd just go the $1 million and pay off my girl's college and make sure they're set.
All right.
Least let's see.
About others and stuff. Duh.
Man, I don't know what that means. Walmart never has. I'm sorry, Neil. He said his Walmart never has a clearance rack. Dick's.
It's not really a rack.
Used
It's
to have like
it's
a
along the
decent
bottom shelf.
clearance stuff
Walmart,
too.
right?
Ours. I don't know that ours sells it fishing stuff anymore, but
yeah, the majority of DSGs, places I am no longer going to, just FYI, they don't sell fishing stuff anymore. Like,
yeah, I don't think our Dick's Sporting Goods does either. Ollie's, yeah, people saying Ollie's. I wish we had one. And same for Academy. We don't have any Academies up here either.
I'd like to check out an Academy once.
Yeah.
God, what's the other one? I don't remember what it is. It's like Academy style-y, but it's a little different. Maybe it is Academy. I don't know.
Okay, let's see one more. Let's get another good question. Here's another this or that from Dave while we're working. This or that. Break off a frog or break off a jig. I'd much rather break off a jig.
I mean, is this ever, or is this? I mean, I break off both constantly. I don't know how Debo never loses anything ever, but I break them both off. Like, I'll get a frog stuck on a single lily pad, and somehow they're the strongest thing ever known to man, and they snap my line. So I'm gonna say break off a frog because I want to keep all my jigs.
No, I'll break off a jig and get a new. Hey, I can make some jigs. Do you know I'm making jigs?
Somebody did make a comment that was like right after we were talking about $1 million or free lures. Did you happen to see that one or no?
No, I'm laughing outdoors. I said I would choose the $1 million. He said Debo 2 weeks later spent all the money on lures anyway.
That's the one I was talking about.
All right, one more question. Oh, we got a donation. Maybe is this a good question? Last second donation from Doug. Doug, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. Oh, Chris, not a thing, not even a choice for me. I don't like hot coffee. I'm addicted to iced coffee though. I drink the hell out of iced coffee.
So there's a thing about coffee. It's like there's a finite time for you to drink it. Like the second you pour it, you can't drink it because you'll die. 3.5 seconds afterwards, it's ice cold anyway. So I like warm coffee, but I can't ever find a good, happy median as to when to drink it. Just,
I thought there was just another good question I was going to grab, and then I wanted to hit that donation quick. All right, one more question. Where are people?
Oh, there's another donation from.
Oh, here we go. Foulmouth fishing. This or that, waders or John boat? Oh, for sure, John boat. I love my John boat.
I would like to fish in the water. I think that'd be.
Did fun. Billy drop 2 donations? Oh no, it was Doug. Okay, Doug with the last second donation, and Billy Knowles with the $5 ROM. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who donated tonight. Everybody who watched. Do we have any more this or that? One more.
Ocean State angling.
Okay, here we go. We're going to end it on this one. This or that. break a rod every time you go fishing for the rest of your life, but you catch a world record, or catch at least a limit every time you fish, but never get a new PB. So what do you mean by limit? Are you talking about just your 5 fish? Are you talking about, I'm guessing tournament side of things?
Yeah, I'm thinking either tournament or like work kind of, I got to catch X amount to be able to bring home the proverbial bacon. I don't know. I would say every time I go out, I don't have enough gear to break on.
Yeah, I don't have enough rods.
Every time.
That depends. Am I going to get okay, here we go. I catch the world record. I get sponsored by a rod company. I get free rods. I can afford to break one every time I go out. And I get the notoriety of being DEBO, the dorky bank angler who now has a world record. Yep, I do that every time.
Loophole.
All right. Well, feast your friends. It's been a fun stream. Thank you all so much for joining in with us. We love you guys. Randall, thanks for jumping in. Again, till next week. Oh my God, hella bass. This or that. Boilermaker win or Hawkeye loss. Remember how I said I was friends with Rich? Not anymore. Anyway.
Hey.
We're getting out of here. Love y'all. Till next week.